Today's video is a video comparing two Casio watches. This is the Casio W-218. Then we have the Casio W-219. So I got the two that are similar in terms of color and positive display. So I wanted to just basically go over the design, and perhaps after this video, you will be able to decide which one to buy or which one just simply, I guess, just avoid them all together, right? So we'll start off by talking about the W219, as this is the first one that came out compared to this one here. So this one came out first, then this one here. So this here, basically, you can see it has a rather flat design. And the reason why I'm pointing this out, it's because you're gonna see that the 219 has these bumpers that are protruding out, which we'll get into in a moment here, all right? Now, other than just color, materials are all the same, the resin material with the plastic. We have both with the chrome buttons, two on the left side, and they both have the single button on the bottom right, which they both will have the right button as the light. Okay, so I want to get the light part out of the way. For me, the light on these Casio watches is a big deal. So you can see here, when I hold down the light there, it's some reason I want to believe the 219 is rather brighter, if I am correct. And these are both new watches. Now, this here doesn't have the press, and when you let it go, it stays on for a second or two. You got to hold it down if you want to keep it on for a while, and you can see that they're like that. But overall, they have great lighting up for the lights itself. All right, they're both water 50 meter resistant there, and as always, you don't want to submerge them underwater, okay, because these are going to be priced under $30, and depending on where you get them from. So I personally purchased this one here for around $23, and this one was also for about $23 as well. Okay, new, everything in the box. By the way, the box would be something like this here. They're gonna come in the box like this here. You have the slide out there, and then the little case here that holds it like that. Okay, now the belt is same design belt. All right, so if you like this kind of belt, they both have the same design, or shall I say the straps. You can see there, okay, pretty thick. They both have the same thickness here. You can see that for yourself, and same as the under part. All right, they both have that there. And we got the stainless steel back. Put the printing on it, screws on the back, and same with the part with the buckle, okay, both being the same design. Okay, the buckles don't have the Casio printed on them. So if you like that, then this is not gonna have it, all right? If you hear any noise in the background, that's my neighbor. Do apologize on that. They're both gonna have the illuminator on top here, saying illuminator on top there. And you're gonna see Casio here, Casio here. You will also see the markings as to what each button will do. You got your start, stop here, mode, and light. Same with this one here, except the 219 will have it kind of, I guess, engraved into the outer frame part here. So you'll see the start, stop, mode, and this one has the light, which I prefer this here instead of the text being printed like this, as eventually these will fade away. So I always prefer the watch to have that there, whereas this doesn't have any of that, okay? But you'll see that it's going to point out to you. So the design for the 218 is going to have a rather more square rounded design, and you're going to see these little engraved bolts. They look like bolts there, but of course it's just the molding of the plastic material, okay? And they all have the same features. We got the mode here with the time, and got the alarm, and then a timer, and then back to the actual time itself. So same for this one here. So you can see for yourself, so 1, 2, and then timer, and then time to change it, and then back there, okay? And we got the start, stop up here as well. Now, battery, of course, they're both using the same type of battery. If you were curious about that, they're not rechargeable, any of that sort. And other than all the labels, the belt or the strap, I should say, color being the same, they do have their fair share of different colors now. Okay, they have a lot of colors for each of these here. They both have their dark blue colored version to it. They have this one has the white one to it. This one has much more from what I see. I even have one with the silver face there and the black belt, and I got one with a rose gold. I don't have that one. And then they both have the same color watch, but with the negative display. And yeah, so overall, I mean, it's really up to you. Now, where it really gets different is the frame, the design of the face, the frame, the watch frame itself, which is this part here we're going to talk about. So as I mentioned earlier, the 218 has a flat surface, whereas the casing, the glass, if you drop it flat on a surface, it's gonna scratch the glass there. Okay, so there's no extra protection, even though it looks similar to that of a G-Shock watch. So that's gonna be a downside for you guys. But if you prefer the simple design like this here, then definitely go for it. Okay, now the 219 is going to have that extra protection here. You can see that little extra bumper there where my fingers are rubbing against right here. So if that falls flat on a surface, it's not gonna hit the glass. Also, you see that little gray outline where the time is right around that area here. You will notice that this one is going to has that little cut on the corners, whereas this has a full corner. So that's gonna be one of your major differences, all right? And that's just about it. I mean, the design, you can see clearly that the 219 is going to be different. Weight-wise, I feel this one is definitely going to be lighter. The 218 is going to be lighter. And I find the 218 to be much comfortable to wear for some odd reason. I don't know if it's the design or what, or the mold of it. Makes it feel comfortable to wear. This is going to have a tad bit of slight pinch of a weight. Like if you wear this one here now and then you take it off and then you put on this one here, you will definitely feel the little extra weight that this has. So that's the best thing I can say in terms of it being completely different. Other than the overall mold design here, it's gonna have a slight bit more weight because the prices on these are basically just about the same. I've checked other sites and they both fall within the same price range category. We're looking at anywhere from $22, $23, and I wouldn't go any more than $30 in terms of the price than this. Maybe $35 if you really want it, but I wouldn't go any higher than that. And of course, as always, my friends, let me know if there's anything else I missed out on. Let me know in the comments section. And that's basically it for this video. Like and sub.